Welcome to Gary's Hobby Studio. Today I'm going to show you how to change the CMOS battery in your computer, both desktop and laptop. They both are pretty much the same, except for one's a little different, just depends. So first thing I'm going to show you is this is a computer motherboard, and sorry I had to adjust that. Basically what you'll do is with your computer you'll either take the side off, you might have to take the top cover off because it might be like three-sided for some desktops, just depends on manufacturer. But once you get it open, what you want to look for is this little guy right here. Okay, now it could be anywhere on the board, depends on manufacturer where it is, but this is what you're looking for right here. It's a little silver coin inside of a black housing. It could also be standing up, I've seen that too. It just depends, but this is typically what it is. It looks like a little coin. So to take it out, what you want to do is there's a little release at one end. It's a piece of metal, and when you press that in, and hopefully it'll pop out. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It might take two hands. Usually you won't be holding the motherboard at the same time. There we go. And then it just pops out like that. And then what you do is you get your replacement. These are typically I think these are CR30 32s, I want to say. But typically they're your coin battery. You can pick them up at Best Buy. If you still have a Radio Shack, you might have to order them, depending. But any electronics store in your area, you should be able to pick these up. So then what you do is that you always put it with the bottom side there down, and then just press until you hear the snap, and that's it. It's changed. It's real simple. Shouldn't take you no more than 10 minutes, and that's total of taking the cover off, replacing the battery, putting the cover back on. You can do it with the computer still plugged in, and I recommend it so that way you don't lose your CMOS settings, because with the power still plugged in, it'll keep those settings. That way you don't have to reset the time, the date, anything like that. Obviously if the battery goes dead and you didn't have it plugged in, then you'll have to reset all that, because it'll tell you that, you know, the time and date's changed, or whatever prompt that comes on. I can't remember exactly. So that's how you do it for a motherboard in a computer. Now for a laptop it's a little different, and this is my work laptop. And what it is, you usually find it like this. And what it is that this small little device here is your CMOS battery. And as soon as I can get the cover pulled up. Okay, and what it is that when you pull it up, let me see if I can lift this up so that you can see it a little better. But you can see the red and black wires right there. Okay, and what happens is it gets plugged in to that little, my big thumb's in the way, but that's the only way to hold that. I don't want to pull it out. And now I have it in a weird position that you can't see it that well. But anyways, okay, and you can see right there is the white plug that cable plugs in. So what you have to do in this case, you can either do one of two things. It should be pretty much, yeah, it's the same type battery, because I can almost see the part number here. You can take this out. You can take the heat shrink tubing off, because that's what it is. It's specialized tubing that has this warning on it. You can unsolder the two leads off of it, positive and the negative. Red's positive, black's negative. You can resolder it onto a new battery, and then you can plug it back in, or you could just pay for this here, pop it out, pop it in, you're done. I would recommend the ladder, just buy the replacement. You know, Google search, you know, CMOS battery for Lenovo X201, or you know, whatever your model laptop is, and just order one of these, have it shipped to you, and it's a simple pop out plug, pop in plug, and that's it. And then you just push the, after I remove my hair, and then just put the little plastic seal. That's just for so it doesn't short circuit, but in the case of most laptop bottoms, they're usually plastic. But as you can see, that's real easy to replace the CMOS battery in it too. Like I said, it just depends on where your computer manufacturer actually put it. This is a P51. I have a X201 here, and to be perfectly honest with you, I took this cover. I took the cover off here for. This is where the memory goes. It's not there, so more than likely, it is underneath the keyboard here, which again, it's not that hard. I'm sure if you Google search replacing a CMOS battery in a Lenovo blah blah blah, you can either find word instructions, maybe a YouTube video on somebody who actually did it, but it's showing me here on the bottom that I need to take this out and this out, and this here, or no, not here, but this one, and you know, they label it underneath how to get the keyboard out, and then you just have to press and release it. So hopefully, you know, like I said, that'll help if you have, you know, I don't see really being difficult. The only ones I remember being difficult were the little canister ones that actually had solder pins that went down inside that you actually had to unsolder and replace those, but they went away from those and went to these. That's why these are much easier to change. So that's all. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to post them, and hope to see you again. Thank you for watching.